Hey there, let's create a new character. We already have 11 characters, now this is the 12th one. These days, life is really acting very kind towards me. Like, it's not playing with me or anything, it's like going so smooth. All like a couple of opportunities came in front of me at a time where I didn't even think that I was gonna have those opportunities. Like they were like, it's like surprising, you know. Sometimes like your friends want you to feel even better, so they tell you that they forgot about your birthday even though they didn't, and then um, at the time where they want to surprise you, they surprise you and it feels better because they told you that they didn't remember it. It's like that. Like, it's like life just prepared like a surprise for me, and it surprised me. And that's why I feel like happier. I feel happier. I feel less of a I feel like there's just so many less issues in my life. Now, when I talk about my life right now, the way that my life is, one picture, I picture this one thing, like an image comes to mind whenever I say my life is going great, which is that when I was a child, there was this one, like, one, I don't know, I think it was like a toy or something, and it made this shadow that looked like a house that was hanging from somewhere. And I thought to myself, I was like, there are stories where a house is floating, there are stories where, crazy things happen to a house and people living in that house, but there's no there's no story where the house is hanging. So I feel like it would be interesting if we made a story about a character that has a house that is hanging from somewhere. Maybe it could be like a tree branch. So you know how there are tree houses that children do? This is sort of a tree house, but it's like hanging from the bridge, hanging from the branch, because the tree is so big. So this is the part of the forest that has very big trees, so big that its branches are like, its branches can hold one house, and that's why this house is hanging from one of the branches. I believe that this house, like its door is looking upwards, like its door is on its roof, and when children want to get out of the house, they usually like open the door, and the door opens um, to the rope, this thick rope that helps the house hang from the from the branch, and they climb that rope to come on top of the branch, and then they walk, and like each branch acts like a village. So it's like a village on a tree, basically. So this character is a character that feels very special because everything has been just everything, all of the good things happen to them. This house was given to them, this village was given to them, and then they just feel very happy. I think this character should be called Hope, because in our whole classroom, everybody has their sad things, everybody has some sad things happening to them. Hey, do we have a character in the name of Angel? If we don't, I feel like the name Angel also really goes good with this character, because I had this one character in my mind for so long. This character is basically a character, not for so long actually. I had this character's idea of this character in the beginning of 2026. So Angel is a character that basically gives happiness, brings clarity to whoever's life she enters. So like in the whole story of Angel, basically she meets a person and that person had an issue in their life. And then when they met Angel, because Angel's personality is so like such a carefree personality, their whole idea of living changes with Angel basically. So let's have that character. Now, why do I want to have such a happy, such a joyful character that brings joy and clarity to other characters? It's because, you know, when you're in like sad moods and stuff, I did have like a poetry to myself where I was like, every time you're sad and every time you're lost, just remember that I exist. And when I say I exist, I mean the happy part of me. Whenever you're sad, just remember that there is going to be days where you're going to be very happy. You're going to have everything you want, you know? You're going to feel like you have everything you want or something like that. So, Angel is a reminder to the other students of their happy of So Angel is a reminder to all the other characters of the happy part of themselves, of the clear part of themselves. You know, the part of you that knows exactly what to do, that part of themselves. And so I don't think Angel even has to attend the school. So I believe she is probably one of the teachers or some. I feel like her job in there is to yeah, she's one of the teachers. Now, I did say that this school is different. This school is not going to teach you anything. This school is just a place for you to learn about other people, and by spending time with other people, you basically get to find yourself somehow. You know? If you don't find yourself, then you have to stay for years. But the moment you find yourself, you can happily leave the school. Now, I believe that Angel works for the school. Angel, she comes and talks to people because she realized that when she talks to people from her village, which is basically just a huge tree, people just find clarity, you know? She just realized that in her life, so she now uses it to come to a school just for you and talk to people. Maybe have some talking sessions with people who are really, really struggling. People who realize that even though they talk to other people, they didn't find any clarity. They didn't solve any of their issues. They come to her and have a talking session with her, and that really helps them usually. So that's another character, Angel.